Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Bill and this is Senior Talking Walks. Hey, we got a good one for you today. Had a lot of comments about the music and what to play and what they would like to hear. Guess what? Being in Texas, I get quite a bit of comments about, hey Bill, can you do a country song? Well, guess what? We're going to do a country song today. Not only are we going to do a country song, we're doing the #1 country hit of really Texas of all time by Texas #1 country artist, George Strait. And the song, drum roll please, thank you, Amarillo by Morning. Awesome song. George sold millions and millions and millions of records with this. And I'm going to teach you how to play it. It's only 4 chords, actually 4.5. There's one more later on in the third verse, I believe it is. I'm gonna teach you how to play this, and you're gonna be playing it in about 10 minutes. It's real easy. So hop aboard, get your coffee, get your guitar ready, and let's go. Hey everybody, thanks so much for being with me today and watching, and thanks Bill for that good introduction while you're out on the trails today. Hey, we got a great one for you today. You know, I've had quite a bit of response from you guys, and I appreciate it all. Keep those comments coming in. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay right up front with all the new videos that are coming out. I got a bunch coming your way. We have some great comments, some great suggestions, and I'm going to try to get them all to you. I really am. And this was one of them. You heard me play some 60s songs. You know, we did Let It Be. We did Stand By Me. We did, of course, The House of the Rising Sun. So I had several that said, hey, how about a country song? So I said, okay, all right. And I tell you, being from Texas, there's only one country song with one singer that I could immediately think about, and that's by George Strait, and it's Amarillo by Morning. So we're gonna work on Amarillo by Morning, and in just a few minutes, you're gonna be able to play it. It's so easy. It's only 4 chords. Remember me, remember this channel. I'm all about 3 chords, 4 chords, 5 chords. We got another one coming up here in a few weeks. That'll be 3 chords. So we try to make it as easy as possible on you can. So let's quickly review something about these chords first. We've taught you all of these, but I believe one. I'm not sure if we did E minor yet, but I'm going to go over that one just in case. But we did C, we did F, we've done G, we've done C. So the only other one in there is E minor. So I'm going to review these chords with you real quick before we go on to the song, okay? Because it's just real easy, and you're going to be playing Amarillo by Morning in just a few minutes. Okay, so C. If you remember C, oh, first, by the way, I also want to tell you, there's a reason why this guitar sounds so great today. This is a Yamaha, okay, a Yamaha acoustic, which I've had for 30 years. Because I just got a brand new set of strings by D'Addario, and these are awesome. These are the 80 by 20 bronze, okay? And they're called, model numbers EJ11. These are not a sponsor of mine, by the way. I just love these strings. And it starts at 0.12 gauge. It goes up to 0.5 or to 0.053. I just love these strings. They're called D'Addario. So you can go online. Amazon has them. Guitar Center has them. But D'Addario. So check these guys out. Okay. So we're going to do a real quick review on the chords. Okay. Remember, this starts off with C chord. So remember C chord. Everything that we're going to be doing again is only just on the first 3 frets. Right here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So remember C is the 1st fret, 2nd string, 1st finger. Okay. And then you have, next, you're going to have the 4th string, 2nd fret with your 2nd finger. And then the 5th string, which is your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, okay? C, 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 C. See where it's going? C, C, C. Okay, we're going to go from C to E minor. Now, E minor is so easy. Here's E, and here's E minor. You just let up 1 finger. So E, remember, is the 1st fret, 3rd string, 1st fret, 3rd string with your 1st finger. 2nd fret is your 2nd finger up here at the top on the 5th string, and then the 4th string with your 3rd finger. That's E. E, 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 E. E minor, all we're gonna do is let up this 1st finger. Listen. Here we go. Remember what I said about those minors? Woo! Major, minor. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? Drama, drama, drama. Okay, there's the major, there's the minor. So we have a C and we have an E minor, okay? We're gonna go to the F. Remember the F, it's real easy. We're gonna teach you the bar chords one of these days, but for right now, F, remember you're pushing down these first 2 with the 1st fret, with your 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, okay, with your 2nd finger, and then the 4th string with your 3rd finger. By chance, if you happen to already know the bar chord, practice the bar chord. It's like that. We'll go over it, show you real quick. You're grabbing all 6 strings here, okay? And then you're on the 2nd fret, you're on the 3rd string with your 2nd finger, right there, okay? And then you have these 2 down here. You have the 4th and the 5th, and you play all 6. That's an F. We're doing the simple F, the beginning F, but you notice you don't have a lot of bass there, so you can go with the 6th string and you have the bass. The neat thing about the 6th string, guys, is that you can play it up and down the neck. F, G, A, B. I mean, you can go up and down the neck if you want with that. So we'll work on the bar chords a little bit later. But for right now, let's just stick with our F that you've learned on some of my previous songs. Okay, so we have E, E minor, F, and here comes G. Now, one thing about G, I've always taught you guys that it's only 2 fingers. You can play it this way if you would like. But if you want a little bit more bass, bring this 1st finger in on the 2nd fret, 5th string. It gives you a little bit more bass. That way you can play all the strings, okay? Most charts that you see will show it this way, but I remember when I first started playing, I always just did the 2. So you have your 2nd finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, okay? And then way up here, you have right there, you've got the G, okay, which is your 3rd finger on the 1st string on the 3rd fret. And like I say, you can go a little more bass to it. You can put your 1st finger up here on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. G, 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 okay? So, there we go. Good night, everybody. That's it. You know it. You already know it. C, E minor, F, G, back to C. What does that sound like? Okay, what if we put it to motion here? Amarillo by morning, F up from San Antonio, back to G, C I mean. Everything that I've got, back to F, is just what I got on G. Back to F, when that sun is high in that Texas sky, G, I'll be bucking C at the E minor county fair, F, back to C, Amarillo by more G, F, Amarillo, G is where I'll be. How about that? See, the whole song, Amarillo by Morning, there's really 3 verses. We're going to do the first 2. Now, the 3rd verse, if you listen to the song on the radio or whatever, it actually goes up an octave on the last verse. We're not going to do that right now because I want you to really learn how the song goes. And once we get a little bit more advanced, you can go up and down with these octaves. But for right now, we're just going to do it the simple way. C, E minor, F, and back to C. C again, back to E minor, is just F, what I got on G. You go back to F, what that sun is high, G, in the Texas sky. Back to C. I'll be bucking, going to E minor, at the county fair. F. F for fair. Back to C. Amarillo by morning, G. Amarillo, I'll be there. How about that? The second verse is exactly the same. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. Back to F. I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate. Back to C. And I hope that judge ain't blind. F. Amarillo by morning, G. F. Amarillo, G is on my mind. How about that? 4 chords. 4 chords. C, E minor, F, G. So let's put it back to the song, and I'll sing parts and then I have to kind of hum parts. You know how we got to play that game, okay? C. Amarillo by morning, E minor, up from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I got on G. Going back to F. When that sun is high in the G, in that Texas sky. Back to C. I'll be bucking at the county E minor fair. Back to C. Amarillo by G by morning. F. Amarillo, G is I'll be there. Then if you want to do the bridge, you just kind of go through the chords. Remember, it's a violin part, actually. And we go back into the second verse. They took my saddle in Houston, E minor, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Back to C. C. Lost my wife and a girlfriend, E minor, somewhere F along the way. Back to F. I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, G. C. And I hope that judge ain't E minor blind. C. Amarillo by morning, G. Amarillo, F, G is on my mind. Now back to the third verse. C. Amarillo by morning, E minor, F, up from San Antonio. F to C. C again. Everything that I've got, E minor, F and G is just what I got on. Back to F. I ain't got a dime. Back to G, but what I've got is mine. And F. And back to C. I ain't rich. And here's where it goes to A minor. But Lord, I'm free. Back to C. Amarillo by G morning. F. Amarillo and G is where I'll be. Amarillo by morning. F. Amarillo is where I will be. All right, you ready to do the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing together. I'll play some, change some, one last time. All right, remember, 4 chords. C, E minor, F, G. And then we're going to do A minor. Remember A minor. Remember, we did a lot with A minor, House of Rising Sun. There is a house in New Orleans. Remember that? A minor, 1st fret, 2nd string, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 4th string, 2nd finger, and then right below it, 3rd finger, 3rd string, right there in the 2nd fret still. A minor. All right, here we go. Back to the beginning. Amarillo by morning, E minor, F, up from San Antonio, C. Everything, the E minor that I've got, F, is just what I got on G. Back to F. When that sun is high, G, in that Texas sky, down to C, I'll be bucking at the E minor county fair, F. Back to C. Amarillo by morning, G. Amarillo, F, and G. I'll be then C. Second verse. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Da 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 da, E minor. Da 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 da, G. I'll be looking for 8. Da 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 da, G. Da 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 da, C, E minor. Da da da. Amarillo, C. Amarillo by morning, G. F. Amarillo in G is on my mind. Third verse. Amarillo by morning, F, E minor, and F. Up from San Antonio, and C. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Back to F, da 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 da, to G, da da da. Back to C, da da. Down to A minor, da 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 da. And back to C, da 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 da. G, da 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 da. F and G, da da da. There it is. There it is. Awesome. You guys did a great job. Now, let me just cover a little bit with strumming, as we've done before. Remember, there was just the simple strumming, right? That's what I've done. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, E minor. Dun 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 dun. Simple single stroke stuff. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's do what we always done in the others. Give it a little. Simple. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning. Amarillo is where I will be. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Amarillo by morning, George Strait. Millions and millions and millions. That's his trademark song now on all of his concerts. It's just a phenomenal song. If you start to play that, everybody will want to sing along. They always want to sing along to Amarillo by morning. It is a great song. So remember to continue to practice those chords. C, E minor, F, G, and we threw A minor in there at the very end. Remember, keep your fingernails clipped on your fingering hand over here. Doesn't really matter all that much here. Practice keeping your thumb underneath the neck, sliding that arm up around this way so you can push directly down. C, 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 C. Make sure every note sounds. C, E minor, F, G, back to C. You've got it. Practice those chords, and you've got it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we have a lot more videos coming your way. Make sure you comment and drop me a like button. Hit that like button and drop me a comment down there about what you would like to hear. I read as many of the comments as I can. I really do. I've been getting a lot, and I really, really appreciate that. But I make notes, and I've added a lot of those other songs. When I reply back to you, I'll let you know that, hey, that's a great one to do. We got some great ones coming out. We got some great sing-alongs. We got a Garth Brooks song coming. We got all kind of stuff. Got a Johnny Cash thing coming. and some more 60s stuff. Just the list just keeps on going. So once again, thank you guys for joining me with Amarillo by Morning. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.